Now you know when they say measure twice, cut once. Well, I measured twice, I cut once, and I still got it wrong. Right, I'll show you. So this here was supposed to be 1100. What did I cut? I cut 1 meter long. So we're out 50 mil either side. 50 mil there and 50 mil there. So don't know how it happened. That's the best way it goes. But stick with me. I'll show you what I'm going to do to solve that problem. But that'll be later on in the video. First, what we're going to do. So we'll drill a few holes. I'll solve that problem later on in the video. Sure, and I'll show you how I fix it, alright? And you can leave comments down below. Who else has made big boo-boos like this? It's not major. It's not major. It's not going to affect the workings of it, but yeah, just a pain in the you know what, alright? So alright, stay tuned and we'll see how we get on. Now them drill bits are unreal, them my drill bits. So that is a 38 bit. So as you can see, I can put my hand to it. It is warm, but it's not roasting warm or anything like that. Wouldn't burn you under that. So the trick with them, I know a lot of people say use oil, but I don't bother. The trick is just to take it nice and easy. Don't force it, let it feed itself. Come up every now and again. Let the, as I find, let the air spill around it, which will cool the bit again for you. Yeah, I know a good few people now that won't use oil with them, and I don't bother myself either. So, but there's a bit that came out of it now. Look, in my hand, it's warm, but it's not burning. So you can see the thickness of it. That's 15 mil plate, that is. So yeah, let me know what you think. Would you have the oil or not? I don't bother on it myself. Right, we put a hole in this box there, and we'll see how we go then. Going back down. Maybe what I should have ready, just sit up the window and give me an out pack. I'll try this once more time, you'll see then. Then plates are heavy. Right. To get. Oh, you don't come down on me now. No, it'll have to fall down on me. I need to get tapped up a small bit there. Where's my hammer? Hanging up on the ground as usual. Maybe you might be wondering why there's such a gap here. See, I don't really know when we're swinging what kind of a gap we need to leave there. So I said I'll go for a heavy 15 mil plate It's a 38 mil pin. I know I should have a bushing inside the box iron, but there's nowhere in our little local area that has them that size. There's like they have, what one did they have? They had a 40, was it a 40 mil bushing outside, but only a 38 mil pin inside. So I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go without the bushing for the time being, and if all else fails and it doesn't work right, I can take it off, redo it again, get a bushing made up for myself, and put it back together. So that's one good thing about it when you can do stuff yourself. When you're able to do a bit of welding, a bit of grinding and stuff like that. But yeah, that's it now. Still need to get a pipe for down there, alright. So we might get these tacked on. I'm just going to tack them on for the time being. I'm not going to weld up them solid because I'm going to put on the ram and get that hooked up before I weld up them solid, because I want to make sure we have enough room for a bit of silage. I'm nearly sure we do, but I'd rather double check it now before I have it fully welded up. Yeah, I don't want to make the same mistake again about measuring twice and cutting once. So we'll tack that up, put a nice few big tacks on it, but won't weld it fully, and we'll try it out first. It wouldn't be too bad if you're working off a sketch and this yoke was previously made by somebody else and they gave you a sketch or something like that. Then you'd be grand, you know your measurements, but because it's easy enough. If it's out too far, it's only cut a few tacks off and move the whole lot in, or if it's not out far enough, cut the tacks off and move it out, because we have roughly 120 mil to play with there, so we could easily afford to bring out 20-30 mil if we need to. Not much more than that now, but I don't think so. I think myself we might be actually bringing it back in a bit. But as I said, we'll do that whenever we have the ram on, and won't test it fully, but we'll just give it a small test on a hay bale down below or something like that. What I did to combat my mistake is I found a bit of ATB40 box iron there. Yeah. So it's all I had here in the strap bin. So what that leaves me, it leaves me with maybe, what's that, say 10 mil there either side. So that'll be good enough. That'll allow me to get a good weld in there. It doesn't look too bad. I'd say once I have it welded up, should be grand. We'll have an awful lot of weld along here, with a weld here and the same over that side as well. So it's not perfect, but it'll do what I need to do for. I won't be able to weld that fully, that's galvanized now, so what I'll do is I'll put a couple of heavy stitches on it, weld the top and the bottom fully, stitch the back, clean it up, and yeah, that should help my mistake, I know, so it should. But as I said, it's not going to make much difference to the trunk. I'll have plenty of welding on the other points of it for catching anyway. So, and if it doesn't work, I'll cut it off and I'll put in bigger box on again. Need to take him off. I need to stand him up flat so I can weld the box on, throw a few stitches into it. And yeah, that's the way I fixed my mistake. So right, we'll get going with that, weld up that, and we'll throw on the Euro bracket then onto it. And Kyle is over, he's over cleaning out the shed over there. We'll probably be putting the bulls in come the weekend, I'd say. And when he gets back now, we might better put that onto the tractor and just see what it looks like. Might go get 2 hoses and just run that ram maybe this evening on it as well. Not sure what lengths I need, but I might get overland maybe and work at it then. Now, when we're talking about run the ram and saying that, now we have a 3-point linkage on the tractor. And we have the tractor 3 years, but we've never actually tested a 3-point linkage. When we were buying it, your man ran it for us and you could feel the pressure in the hoses, but he didn't have an implement to put on it to try it out. So I might have to making this, and the 3-point linkage on the tractor might need to be working. That'd be probably my luck, I suppose, anyway. But look good. If all else fails, I can try it on a neighbour's tractor and see how it goes. So right, I'll take him off, turn up him, and weld away. Right, I was back there for a drop of tea, so I drove in the tractor. So we stuck it on, but we have another little problem. No, it's not my problem, I didn't measure this time. But these lads here, and this fella this side, if only can make him out. It's like they're too wide. So I don't fancy really cutting that in half now, and I don't fancy cutting that flat bar, this flat bar now, and I suppose bringing in, because I have it all nicely tacked up and everything. I'm just wondering, I might just run the grinder along the side of the worst one, say, and just make it a little bit narrower that way. I don't think it make much difference really, because all your way is going to be along here. Now I'm saying that now I could take it back off again and say cut me 10 mil there. So cut 10 mil over that. So cut 10 mil over him and say bring the whole lot in. That means cutting all the tacks again. Yeah, no, it's not. Oh. Actually today now there's not much going well right for me today, is there? So there's not. But anyways, she looks good on the tractor. Even though it's not fitting right, but it looks good. So yeah, I think what I'll do, cut all the tacks again, take off that, cut 10 mil out of it, and stick it back on again. I'll cut tacks off one side only. No, that's no good. I may cut tacks off 2 sides and bring it all in. Bring it in, I'd say maybe even 15 mil, 7 or 8 mil either side. Right, we'll go with that. So I think there's definitely going to be a part 3 and possibly a part 4 of this now, because the day is getting yummy here. Right, we have her done. As you can see, we took about 10 mil out of it. So we're fitting in nicely that side, but only barely that side. But anyways, she's locked into place, so that's that then. I can weld up that solid then. That'll be grand. And we'll try then and get the plates on. We'll try to get plates on this fella so we can put him on. But that might have to do for another video, because what time is it now? I need to go and get mail for the calves, so it's 3:30 now, and they close at 4:30, I think. So I will up that, and I think we'll see how we're going then, sure. Right, so we have that fully welded on now anyway. Had to take out about, I'd say, the bones of 12 mil of it to make it fit. But now, she's fully welded up now. Fully welded up all the way around. And yeah, and sure, as you can see, the mistake I made doesn't look too bad now actually. Once it's painted up, it'll be alright. So we're going to leave the welding out there for this week now. I'm going to go over and see how Kyle is doing. He's over cleaning out the shed. Go down to the local village, collect the bag of rolled barley, and should we look, we'll chat you there in a minute then. Right, we have our mail. Well, rolled barley. We'll wait here and see how Kyle is doing. Nearly done. Not so bad. Yeah, not much left to do there. We go up and we give the bulls a bit of mail. You're coming up on you. Up. Yeah. I'll give you the bucket. Right, so we're just starting them on a bit of a... Oh, something biting me there. We're just going to start on a bit of rolled barley, that's all. So, flies are going mad at them. a great animal there, that fella. Him. I don't know about him. He'll never be any good. But right, they'll be going into the house anyway come Wednesday or Thursday, I'd say, because there's not. There's a pick of grass there for them, not a whole lot. Probably enough to keep them going there till Wednesday or Thursday, I'd say. So that'll do. So we'll give them a bit of a roll barley every evening there just to get them used to it, and then sure when they come back into the house then they go strong on it, so they will. Right, so we take off this. There's just shy of 350 kgs in that there. That's rolled barley, that is. So as I was saying, I want to start the bulls off on that. Simply because we can mix a bit with the calves too, because the calves seem to have gone off their nuts. So I say we mix a bit of that with it as well, so they might encourage them to eat some of the meal as well. So that's why I went for the rolled barley this time. Right, so I picked up the hoses, but I actually forgot to get excuse me, I forgot to get a nipple for them. So that end there is alright, but this end now I need. I should have thought of that too, because I looked at it before I went down everything. But there's our valve. The valve is a socket where that is for a nipple, so I just need to get a nipple from there to there. But next week I'll get one during the week, so I will. But for this week now, I think we have enough done. My mistake. I never made that mistake got rectified today. We got our leg welded up, we got our holes drilled, plates put on, so I'm just going to try and line up plates for here, but I'll try and work on that there during the week. We're not sure whether we'll have a video for next week or not. We're away on a family holiday for the week. We're flying out next Friday, so I'll probably tip away this, do a small bit there during the evening, and might try and get a short video up for next week. She won't be finished for next weekend, alright, but we might get the ram on, the hoses on, and get her swinging, say. But yeah, so we'll see how we get on. If not, we might throw up a bit of a video from the campsite where we're heading for. And we're heading up to a place north of Amsterdam, or the south of Amsterdam. Close enough to Amsterdam anyway, so we might show you where we are as well, sure. So look, yeah, as I said, that's it from this week. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Throw a comment down below, subscribe as always, and look, go on. We'll chat yous. Mind yourselves.